Welcome back, Knights of North Castle participants. Welcome to day 3 of science. I have Ella and Edison here today to help me out with this experiment. Today we're going to be making a marble maze. In the Bible story today, you heard about Mary's journey to Bethlehem. Mary had to go on a long journey to reach Bethlehem. We're going to send some marbles on a journey across our tables. For today's experiment, you need several things. You need items that you would use to make a maze on the table. You need a marble and maybe a little heavier bouncy ball if you have one, and a straw. So I'm going to come over here today and talk to Ella and ask her what she made her maze with today.
I made my maze out of cars.
Let's take a look at that maze. Look at that. You can see that there's a definite pattern to follow for that. You can see that Ella's also holding some pasta. You could always use pasta noodles to make a maze as well. And if you have, or you could use paper and make a maze on a piece of paper. You can also use pencils to make a maze. And let's come over here to Edison and ask him what did he make his maze out of.
I made my maze out of Legos.
Awesome. So what you're going to do today in this experiment is you're going to take a marble and you're going to attempt to blow the marble through the maze with a straw, a little marble. Okay, so why don't you both try to go ahead and do that and see how that works. See if you're able to blow the marble through the maze. Are you doing it? There you go. I see you both got it moving. Looks like Edison's is a little bit more challenging because he has some Lego studs that are sticking up that he has to blow that marble over. Now let's take out our bigger bouncy ball and see if we can attempt to do this again with the larger bouncy ball. And tell me what you guys think when you try to do it with that one. Okay, go ahead. What do you think? Is it easier or harder? Or?
It's harder because it has more weight.
The ball is bigger and the ball is heavier. Exactly. You are exactly right, Ella.
If you blow this and it won't move, like a rock will move. I did it! If you blow it. But leaves will move if wind comes by.
Very good. So here's what we got going on here. You probably noticed that objects that are sitting still don't start moving without something pushing them. It might be less obvious that objects that are moving keep moving unless something stops them. Isaac Newton described it this way in his first law of motion. An object in motion remains in motion, and an object at rest remains at rest unless acted upon by a force. Now you could see that Edison had a little bit more trouble than Ella did blowing the ball through the maze, and that's because of a force called friction. Friction had to be was those little Lego studs sticking up that made it more difficult for him to blow the ball through that maze. Newton also found that the force needed to start or stop an object depends on its mass, like Ella said. It's more difficult to start and stop the larger ball than the smaller marble because the larger ball has greater mass. So how does this tie into the Bible story?
Well, Mary's journey to Bethlehem was not easy, but it didn't help